Welcome to part one. In this session, I want to try and help you to plan a website for the first time, or maybe review an existing website that isn't perhaps working as well as it could do for your business. And I want to try and cover two important points: what you need to consider in the first place, and what you need to prepare for in advance. So I'd like to start with an old rule which is called the 3 Ps. And the first P is, what is the purpose of your website? Jacob Nielsen, who's a great usability expert on website design, describes it that the web is not television. People go there with a specific purpose in mind. They have their hands on their mouse, ready to interact and be engaged with your website. The second P is for profile. Who are your customers? Are you dealing with family holidays, or perhaps young families, walkers and cyclists, adventurers and activities, relaxing breaks, luxury breaks, romantic escapes, or history and heritage? If you can segment your market, you'll find the web is a very powerful route to that market. The third P is for process. What do you want your customers to do when they arrive at your website for the first time? It might make to inquire about a booking, or to pay, or to join a mailing list, or to email you, or to phone you, or to maybe write a review. So bear those in mind when you think about your website planning. And long before you go to a website designer or open the box of software, take some index cards or some post-it notes and use this traditional technique for designing a website plan. Put one up on the page and let's call it your home page. And your home page will have an index of pages off that. So your first sub-page may be rooms and rates, a booking page or an availability page, what's on in the local area, so that you can tell people what they can do when they come to stay with you. Do personalize your website, a little bit about you, why you run your business and why you care passionately about people enjoying Somerset when they come to stay here. Make sure that you have a contact us button on as well, so that people can easily contact you by phone or by email. And have a page for testimonials that you've taken out of your address book, or maybe if you're brave enough, have a direct link to TripAdvisor. You might have other pages off this, which might be the menu of what you offer for breakfast or your evening meals, links to other attractions in the area, and special offers or special discounts at times of the year when you may be quiet. I want to talk about writing for the web and why it is different in writing for brochures. Web users tend to scan rather than read great screeds of text. Lists and bullet points are much easier to read than blocks of text. So write your copy and then halve it. And please don't expect your website designer to write the copy for you. You know far more about your business than your website designer ever will. So let's have a couple of examples. Let's imagine that we're writing some copy for our website and we want to let people know all the things they could do in Somerset. So we happily write down, Somerset is filled with a wide variety of internationally recognised and well-established attractions that draw large crowds of visitors every year without fail, and so on. And we've got a big emerging paragraph, dense in content and information. That may be fine for a brochure, but if you took that information and wanted to put it on the web, you'd have to simplify it to keep people's attention. So we can compress all that into this. In 2007, the most popular places in Somerset were Cheddar Caves, Wells Cathedral, Fleet Air Arm Museum, and so on. So as a viewer, I can easily assimilate that information and think, what a great place to bring my family. The second point is using photography on your website. And I think people often underestimate the power of photography to draw people into their business. Here's Mill on the Brew, a website that uses lots of little images. They offer activity holidays for young people. They redesign their website, they commission some stunning photography, and this is the difference that the photography has made. There it is, a lovely sort of panoramic shot of young people running towards the camera, enjoying themselves at Mill on the Brew. This is the Parsonage. This is a bed and breakfast in Muchelney in Somerset. They decided to commission a professional photographer to take an image of their house. And look at the difference between this shot on the screen and this shot. That's had a huge impact on the attractiveness of their site to the visitors they want to come and stay with them. If you're short of images, Somerset County Council, the Visit Somerset team, have us 3 CD-ROMs, 800 royalty-free images of Somerset. And if you talk to the Visit Somerset team on 0845 345 9166, you can purchase your own copy and use some of their stunning images in your own website. So the essential ingredients: you need your site plan, you need your text, and you need your images. And in the next section, we're going to talk about how you take that to a website designer and what sort of questions you need to be asking them.